Hello everyone, I'm here to do a review on my Athearn Genesis Norfolk Southern SD60E in honoring our veterans paint scheme. This is a DCC and sound ready locomotive, which means it comes out of the box as a DC powered unit. I have gone ahead and put a ESU lock pilot decoder in here, and I do plan on putting ESU lock sound later down the road, but for now this is a DCC non-sound locomotive, but that shouldn't affect the review of this locomotive. Athearn Genesis did a great job with this locomotive when it came out. They finally upgraded to LEDs, and they even gave this locomotive its own unique box. So I will show you now, taking off the cardboard sleeve, which is standard for all Athearn locomotives. So here is the packaging. Norfolk Southern honoring our veterans. It looks pretty nice. The light's reflecting off of it, but yeah, this box is really nice. It's kind of special to me because my grandfather was in the army, so he found this unit pretty cool. So I thought it would be a pretty nice unit to get. Additionally speaking, I did get this locomotive from Hiawatha Hobbies for $140. So if you're interested in getting a modern Norfolk Southern locomotive and a unique paint scheme, I'd recommend probably giving them a look. So, as any other standard Athearn locomotive, you take off the box. You get operator's manual for sound and stuff. But since this is received as a DCC and sound ready locomotive, you won't need this because it's DC. Here's the exploded parts diagram. I'm kind of sad Athearn doesn't do the information about the prototype anymore with the stuff, but at least you get exploded parts for every variation that they did of this run. If you need to figure out what parts you need, you do have this, so that is nice. Moving onwards, just more warranty stuff. This is something about the warranty, this is something about the warranty, and this is also about Athearn's news flyer, so I'd probably check that out if you're interested in other Athearn products. So we'll just go ahead and move this aside. Now you pull the foam off, and now you can see the model. Standard packaging for all models. It's just a plastic clamshell with a plastic sleeve over it, or otherwise known as a block vise. Pretty standard stuff. They did a good job with it, like usual. Most manufacturers get this right. So you just pull the sleeve off, and then you got to the model. One thing about this model, the sleeve is kind of tight in this one. I don't know why. Maybe all the SD60 package, things like that, but it just seems a little tighter than any of my other Athearn Genesis locomotives. You just pull up this clip, then you got it open, and now you are ready to pull the item out. Now you got to pull off these foam handrail protectors. I've noticed in recent years they've changed the type of foam that they use, which is pretty interesting. I guess this will do a better job protecting than the old foam. That's the only thing I can conclude from that change. The clamshell is over here attacking me, but now I do have the locomotive out of the clamshell. So I will go and put this packaging up. Now that the locomotive's out of the package, we can really look at the detail of this locomotive. Athearn did a great job with this unit. It has a great looking PTC array, antenna array, which is more appropriate for the more modern era. When this locomotive was built, it didn't initially have it since this locomotive came out before. Most units had PTC, but now it does. So if you wish to model it during the era closer to when this locomotive was built and put in service, I'd probably recommend removing it, but I don't know how easy that would be, so that's up to you. But I intend to model it with the PTC. I don't see the point of going through that, but that's just something to know. But here's some other spotting features about this paint scheme, of course. You got the red roof, blue side where it goes over and meets with the ribbon, and then there's the rest of the black from the long hood. This is honoring our veterans. On the side you can see, the camera isn't pointing right there, but you can see it. Yeah, it's nice. Red pilot, ditch lights, flash if you got the sound version. I do not. I can program the CVs to do that with this non-sound decoder, but I probably won't bother doing that since it doesn't have sound. but it's something if you do get it. All the lights are LEDs. Number boards are finally lit. Athearn finally lit number boards. I'm really happy about that. I've been wanting Athearn to do that, and now it seems to be a standard thing for all new toolings that they have, so that's something to look out for. All the grab irons, MU cables, MU receptacles. I did change the couplers, I will note that. Athearn's mechanically couplers are no good. They're worse than Bachmann Easy Mate Mark IIs, which honestly, Bachmann's Easy Mate Mark IIs are probably the best plastic couplers in the market, but I still wouldn't use them. I only use Katie's or Walther's proto couplers, and a lot of people give Walther's proto couplers flack, but they're great metal couplers at the end of the day. But off on that tangent, this locomotive does have plastic handrails. They are the soft plastic, so they have a little give, which is good, but also they're somewhat firm. They're not like these very rigid ones that I know some manufacturers like Intermountain had in the past, where they were nice and solid, but if they flexed any, they would break. But I don't know if Intermountain still uses that plastic anymore. So that's something to look out for. It has a very nice cab interior. I don't know if you can tell. There's the windshield wipers, the grab irons on the roof. That is a detail I kind of overlooked till I actually got the model. But yeah, it has the grab irons there on the roof, which is pretty cool. Then, if we move the model over and look at the long hood a little bit, the unit has a lot of spotting features SD60E would have. This modified grill here, these extended range grills here. I'm not quite sure of the name of these, but these are more protruded out than a normal SD60E, along with having an additional fan here, if I'm correct. Norfolk Southern has been going through and changing something about the components of this area of this class of locomotives. I don't know how correct that is for a this year time of modeling of this locomotive, but I don't care. I'm not modeling modern era. Then we go back, has the correct horn and everything, grills and everything, so this is a great unit. And if you can look closer, it does have walkway tread on the model, which is always nice. I did not really realize how important walkway tread is. Once you have it on a model, you kind of get used to it, and when a model doesn't have it, it kind of takes away from it. And then if you're on the back, you have the little American flag, the number boards in the rear, which are lit as well, which is quite nice. You got all of them lit number boards. Athearn did a great job. All the lights in the rear do look good. MU receptacle. Also, you got the spare knuckles detail on the ends, which is amazing. Athearn did a great job. This is a very prototypical rendition of this unit. Then let me just bring it back into the camera. Oops. Here we go. There is the model again. We'll zoom out too much, but yeah. But all around, the model does look amazing. As far as pulling power, it is not as strong as Skeletrain's Skeletrain's -9, but that is to be expected. But it is a fairly strong locomotive. It's by far not my weakest, but also nowhere near my strongest. Any Skeletrains or MTH locomotive would probably still outpull us. But don't give Athearn flack. Their new Gevos, or new run of Gevos, with the same old tooling. Those units are pretty good pullers. But that'll be it for the going over the details. And then I'll probably have a short segment of me running it at the Model Train Club. But besides that, that'll be it for the review. And look out for any other reviews on my channel. So if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions for any future content, but also join my Discord. There's a link to that in the description. I'm quite active on there, and if you'd like to speak or give me any information or want a shout out or something, just go there and we'll see you later.